Namaste, Jai Bharat. OCCRP, I talked about this before also, are supposed to understand, control, and report crime. These journalists used to have a lot of glamour once upon a time, but that was once upon a time. These days, the people involved are not satisfied with maybe whatever income they get, but then there is someone who gets a lot of income. So you need to get and think lot of income or perhaps sufficient income, because they might be not paid so completely well to make two ends meet. Now slowly, gradually, they start playing at the tune of someone who plays a flute and then pays money. But this had developed into the serious situation of what I said, OCCRP. They would create news and make you create news and spread it, and most of them are lies and fake news just to defend someone. And then, on the basis of this news, many things can happen in geopolitics. This is precisely what happened in Bangladesh recently. We know that so many things were spread, and the people are thoughtless enough to fall for it. This is what I would say, thoughtless enough to fall for it. Someone with vengeance inside them for someone, and someone with frustration set in their life just go anarchic, and someone who has a basic tendency to be anarchic. All these characters get together, then there is a mob, there is a mob killing, mob psychology, whatever, and there's no one controlling them. Obviously, there will be no law and order in such situations and such societies. Similar thing had happened in Bharat, the Shaheen Bagh and the Citizen Amendment Act. And who was sponsoring the Shaheen Bagh? People sitting there from morning to evening, their food, their other facilities. Someone was facilitating them. So there is money coming from the agencies out there like Deepstate. Deepstate is a caucus who thinks they can do things and get away. They get temporary success, that's true. They get temporary success, but then whatever effort they put in, whatever money they spend, it all turns into fiasco in long run. If they want only short-term benefits, then they are doing well. I do not know. If they only want very short-term benefits and trial and error kind of operation, then they must be doing well. I don't know. But then I don't think any sensible man will look for short-term gains. They would like to make permanent changes, most rationally, as I understand. And then that they can never do. They have never done it. And they can't do it. This is what makes them akin to the Hamas or Hezbollah terrorists who just don't understand that they're going to die. Of course, they have a promises of rewards in heaven. That apart, they don't understand they're going to die, and they don't understand what they're going to do, and they're just thinking with muscles, foot muscles mostly, not even other muscles on your body. So these kind of people, the deep state kind of people, and then of course there are frustrated politicians who know that they can never be good politicians, and that realization makes them even worse and more frustrated. So they want to do anything. They, of course, these days they go to the extent of defaming their own nation. I'm talking about our opposition. Belittling and defaming and insulting and ridiculing your own nation outside, and that fellow will be happy to hear it and he'll laugh, ridicule you. This man doesn't realize that he's ridiculing. This is a very man who says, can't he be beyond it? No, he can't be beyond it. He is a product of all the system. Political system who had done nothing else in his life other than speaking politics. His father has not done politics, his ancestors have not done anything except doing politics. They lived and thrived on the sweats of the farmers of Bharat. And they lived in luxury. And they have enough money. They amassed wealth like most politicians do. In Pakistan's case is more evident because the people in Pakistan, those who get money, and they have to keep the money abroad, and they know once their time is out from it, they escape and start living in foreign countries comfortably. They will now come back to Pakistan. The only person who tried to come back to Pakistan, in spite of this, he never made money. He was more emotional to Pakistan. That was Rahmat Ali, who coined the expression of Pakistan. He came back and they threw him out. No, and then that sensible historian, Aziz, who couldn't live in Pakistan, yet leave, go back to England. So England collects all garbages, starting with Marx. Can't help saying that. So, and this is what this man goes around, goes abroad. He thinks he's doing great. He speaks against his own tradition, his own. If he has any tradition, that's another question. His own Sanskriti, that also. And thinking that he'll one day get into power, and that's never going to happen. If at all he had any chance, any chance, if at all he had any chance, he himself had destroyed it completely. And he'll have enemies within his own house and family who would destroy, they'll mutually destroy. That's it. It's unfortunate that these kind of journalists are getting paid. They create fake news on the one hand, and these kind of people play to the flute of this deep state. And deep state is a caucus who themselves really have no very good objectives, very clear objectives. They are only vague objectives and temporary objectives. They will do this thing, and they also get money. All those who fund things, ultimately they become fools. Those who fund these things, maybe that they are really not fools because they get some kind of negative satisfaction that let these people die. I'll pay money. I have money, so I pay money for all these things. Unfortunate, this deep state stories and the influence of deep states in part of the indirect and direct. Indirect is that this journalist bingos who do all those things. It's unfortunate. So we'll meet again with some other thought. Till then, Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Shri Ram.